we got it open. Packaging out. Whew, guys, you guys are really gonna like what's in here. I don't know if you're gonna like it, but I sure as heck like it. So, alright, let's see what we got. Now, I did a reel order, like I was saying. I got 3 new reels, and they're all the same reel. I got the new Daiwa, 3 of these reels, new Daiwas, and these are the Tatula, I don't know if you guys can see that, Tatula SV TW103HS. So these have the new SV spool, and as well as they're the brand new Daiwa Tatula model on the market. So the guys that you see like Ishman Rowe, Randy Howell, Brent Ayler, Seth Feider, all at the Classic this year. These are the new reels that they were using. This was just released at the Classic, so not many people have this, but they are available on Tackle Warehouse. So if you guys are looking to get some of these reels, I would definitely check it out. They are retailed for $200 a piece, so wasn't a very cheap order, but I did sell some old reels to get these new ones, so no big deal. Alright, so we got the reels out the way. Obviously, we always get a special sticker from TW, you know, always good for the back of the car or on tackle boxes. You know, I have a couple on my tackle boxes and one on the back of my car, so always good to have a good sticker. Next, alright guys, so I did get a hook sharpener right here. It is a diamond sharpener. I know you should be careful when using a diamond sharpener, just because the fact it can run down your hook pretty fast, just because of how intense the carving of the diamond sharpener is. But I really need one. This past year I felt like I was missing hookups from duller hooks or hooks that I was getting snagged up on reeds, rocks, you name it, and it kind of dulled out the point of the hook. So I felt it was a great idea to buy a hook sharpener, so going out in the future that problem will not be as much of an issue. So you guys should definitely check out hook sharpener if you guys have that problem also. So there's another bait. Like I was saying guys, whenever you go order from Tackle Warehouse, if you make a big order, they always send you t-shirts. And I don't know if you noticed it, but at the end of your order when you're checking out, there's a bunch of free promo stuff. So if you miss out on that, don't miss out on it next time. If your order thing is over 50 bucks, you get 1 free t-shirt. But my order was pretty big and I got 3 free t-shirts. So I got the new Tackle Warehouse design. It looks like it's navy blue. Here, I'll open it for you guys. It's navy blue with, I don't know. It's got a cool blue pattern right there guys. So obviously it's the same shirt I'm wearing, except just a little bit different design. And then here's the back design. So sweet little tee. I love wearing these when I'm fishing or just out and about. People are like, hey, you shop at Tackle Warehouse? I'm like, heck yeah I do. You should definitely check out Tackle Warehouse if you haven't done so. So I got 3 of these. So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3. So that's pretty sweet. So I'll be definitely rocking those this next week, if not today, or in the video. Let's see. What else do we get in here? So another bait that I got from Reaction Innovation is called the Smalley Beaver. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's in a, I forget what color this is called. This is called a tramp stamp. So tramp stamp is a mixture of your black and blue as well as your green pumpkin. So personally, my 2 favorite colors are black and blue and green pumpkin. So why not get a color that is both of those? I mean, they're interchangeable colors, whether you're throwing a black and blue jig, a brown jig, just straight green pumpkin. So always have something on the back of a trailer that can go both ways for me. I mean, depending on the crawl, the type of the year, it could totally change, but this is one of my favorite go-to trailers. So if you guys like a more versatile, slow-moving trailer that doesn't put as much action out but is kind of a bit beefier on the back of a finesse jig, I would pick up some Smalley Beavers. So plus Reaction Innovation makes some great plastics. So there's another bait. Let's see. Okay, so I got some swivels, size 6 power swivels from Spro. Wasn't too sure what swivels to buy, so I got some swivels from Spro just because I've never bought swivels really before. I don't normally use them that often, but I watched a bunch of Tactical Bassin videos because those guys are pretty smart on the water, so I'll check them out if you haven't done so. But they were recommending these, so I was like, you know what, I'll give them a try. So I got some of those swivels, as well as I got some glass beads, and these are crystal glass beads. I'm sure you can get red glass beads or black glass beads. I don't know if you guys can see that at all by chance. Maybe, maybe not, but if it's focusing. So, but the reason why I got both swivels and glass beads is because when I was in Florida for the national championship, technique that was being used way often, or way more often than I supposed or had thought, was a Carolina rig. And on the days when I was fishing the pads, I thought to throw a Carolina rig, but I didn't have the stuff to throw a Carolina rig. And some of the guys that were fishing in the area were throwing a Carolina rig and were catching those bigger fish that I wasn't catching. And I don't know if it was the presence of the bait sticking off the bottom, if it was just a floating bait that they preferred. I don't know what it was. I was fishing a drop shot, I was getting bit, but I wasn't getting the right bites. And these guys were getting the right bites. So, not only were those guys getting bites, but guys throughout Florida and all over were catching them on a Carolina rig. And I'm like, you know what? I want to learn that technique. I want to go forward. I want to try to learn new techniques that can benefit me throughout the country. And a Carolina rig is something that I want to learn to throw when the time counts and when I need that bigger bite, because not only is it a good bait, some people don't really throw it earlier on in the year, but I've seen a lot of people who throw it earlier in the year who get the right bites also. But it's a fantastic way to catch deeper fish in the summer. So if you guys have never checked out a Carolina rig, I would suggest it, and it's definitely a new technique that I'm going to get into this year. So glass beads and a swivel, guys. So there we go. Alrighty. And the last bait in this order wasn't too big of an order, guys, but I mean, I did spend a lot of money on these reels. So the last bait, and a bait that I throw consistently, I love to throw a jerkbait. So I got a new Vision 110. This is in Tennessee shad, but it is the matte version, so it doesn't have as much shine. I thought it was the one that had more shine, but unfortunately not. I think it's still a super, super, super nice paint job overall, but it has great color to it, painted well, as the Vision 110s are probably the best jerkbait on the market. I know for a fact that a lot of people in the US tend to not buy them just because of how overpriced they are. But another part that you run into is the fact that Japanese made brands are so technical, scientifically, and so many different terms put together that make Japanese baits that are so out of the ordinary compared to the US market. Now, I don't mean to bash the US market, because I purchase stuff from the US market also, but I just know that all of this stuff is so scientifically based and made, and I believe in the Japanese market and what they make tremendously. So if you guys have not thrown a Vision 110 and you prefer to throw jerk baits, I would definitely check out Megabass and the jerk baits. Not only the colors they make, but just the action this jerk bait gives off is outstanding. So check out some Vision 110s. Like I was saying, guys, that is the end. Obviously you get your receipts and your order, basically everything telling you that's on your order, and the amount you spent, which my amount was a little bit expensive. So we'll get this out of the way. Alrighty, so let's see, what can I show you guys? So I'm going to show you guys the reels first. So like I was saying, I got 3 of the new Tatula SV TW 103 HS's. Now these reels are, like I was telling you, a lot of the pros are using them. So especially the sponsored pros who are sponsored by Daiwa. Now I'll open this for you guys and show you the reel. I've never owned Daiwa products before, but I did recently switch completely over to Daiwa. So, and I'll explain that in videos to come, just on why I did that and why I prefer Daiwa now over other brands like Shimano. So gives you your dialogue, tells you everything basically about Daiwa, how the reels put together, you name it. Obviously most reels come with this, because why wouldn't they sell that to you? So let's put that back in there and let's show you guys the reel. So right here is the Daiwa Tatula SV. I don't know if you guys can see that side plate, but it has the super sick Tatula logo on the side, as well as, I mean, just look at that reel. It's sexy. It is so sexy. It's all black, except for the reel or spool handle right here. Spool, whatever the heck they call it. But it is super smooth. I can't complain, guys. This is one of the nicest reels. I know most of the SVs itself have the SV spool, which is almost a prevention of backlashing. So that will help with casting longer and lighter baits, as long with the magnetic braking system within Daiwa reels and the SVs. So when you cast lighter baits, they say that you can go from throwing a heavier bait and not having to switch your gear to a lighter bait, or to a lighter size, so that you won't backlash a lighter bait. So they say you can go from a bigger bait to a lighter bait and not have to do anything, and you can cast just as far. So I'm excited to test that out. I mean, it's got the super nice T-wing system up at the front when you go to cast. So I'm super excited to use these reels. I know for a fact I got 3 of them in 7-to-1, 1-to-1, I believe it is, 1-to-1 gear ratio. But I'm going to show you guys all the Daiwa reels I got here in a couple next videos. But this is a sweet reel. I love it, and I'm so excited I purchased these reels. So if you haven't done so, go check out the new Tatula SVs, and you can go check them out at Tech Warehouse, or good luck finding them, because they're coming in from Japan right now, and I know it's really hard with this coronavirus to get anything from overseas or anywhere. So check it out and let me know what you guys think. So the new Tatula SV. What else am I going to show you guys? So like I was saying, the Vision 110, super nice. The Reaction Innovation tramp stamp color with your green pumpkin and black and blue. I'll actually take one out and show you guys. So how these baits are, it's a small, if you guys have ever purchased any Reaction Innovation baits before, it's just their I think it's called your Sexy Beaver or your Sweet Beaver. Sorry, the Sweet Beaver. And the Sweet Beaver, it's just a downsized profile. Makes it more of a finesse bait, going from that bigger 4-inch size to, I believe these are 3-inch. Yeah, I think they're 3-inch or 2.5, but I believe it's a 3. I normally trim down the head up here to fit it on the back of a jig, depending on what size jig I use. But if I'm finesse fishing, I'm going to throw something smaller, especially this time of the year when things get pressured. Don't want a lot of movement in that craw. This doesn't have as much movement with these appendages. Obviously it disperses some water with the ribs on the side of the beaver, but the appendages hanging off, like the claws down here, kind of, they don't give off as much water, so the fish prefer something a little less, with a little less movement, and it attracts them to bite. So that's why I tend to use this time of the year on for smallie beavers on the back of a finesse jig. So now, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I just want to give you guys a quick update on my Tech Warehouse order, and I hope you guys liked it. So comment below if you liked the video, if you want to see more unboxings, as well as I will be coming out with new videos. I'm going to try to do 1 to 2 videos a week going forward. So I really appreciate it if you guys hit the like button below and subscribe to my channel, and I'd really appreciate it. So I'll catch you next time on the next video. So see you guys.